Now, there are hundreds of different smartphones out there. They make a new one every single week. I mean, you already see in news and even on websites like mine that there are always new smartphones out there claiming to be better than the rest. And it's easy for us to fall into the trap of these manufacturers and keep buying new devices even when we don't really have a need for those. We're all guilty of this, even me. I have so many things, and I recently realized it when I shifted my room. I moved into a new place and then I had to pack everything. So I realized how many things that I actually have which I rarely ever use. So I thought I'll make this video. How often should you be upgrading your favorite electronics, which are a major investment of your life? Particularly in this video, a smartphone. Without a doubt, people spend a lot of money on their phones, including me. I spent nearly half a lakh on this phone right here. So when you spend that much on your smartphone, it becomes quite important to make sure that you are selecting the right one. Then there comes a question of future improvements and upgradability, like how long will this phone be relevant before you have to upgrade. And that really depends on your mindset more than anything, to be honest, because smartphones nowadays are so good, you rarely ever have a need to actually upgrade it to a better one, because the new phone which you think that will be drastically better than what you have right now may not bring that many things to the table. I'm sure you're aware of this. In economics, there is something called as the law of diminishing returns. It basically means that the more money you spend on something for the sake of an upgrade, the lesser quality you will get out of it over time. So in a way, I think you already know from common sense that a 10,000 rupees smartphone is not drastically lower quality than a 50,000 rupees smartphone, right? The expensive one is not 5 times better than the lower cost one. You're just getting a marginal improvement for the money that you paid, and of course you have to pay multiple times more than what you paid for the base model. That's just how economy works, I guess. It's messed up. But that doesn't mean that we, being conscious consumers, have to keep on going out and buying new devices just to fulfill our need to have the latest and greatest things in our pocket or in our house. It's a constant struggle, even for me. I have temptations to buy so many things. And even recently, when I just wanted to buy the Note 10 Plus, which costs multiple times more than what I paid for my Note 8, I stopped for a while and thought, is it really worth it? Because in a way, the Note 10 Plus is a downgrade to my Note 8. It does not have a headphone jack. It does not have an iris scanner, which I use quite often. So the real reason why I would be buying this is just for the newer display, the bigger battery, and all those things that the manufacturers promise. But that's the thing, manufacturers promise a lot of things, but they need not be true to your life. You have to decide what you want and when you want to upgrade. I feel that honestly we are at a point in technology where drastic new improvements are very rare to see. Like the phones which were coming out back in 2008 to 2010, 2012, they were definitely pretty bad for the price, and the phones that were coming out in consecutive years, they were drastically better, so it would make sense to buy them year after year. But I think ever since after 2016 or so, the drastic improvement in mobile technology has really slowed down to only 1 or 2 features at a time. So this means that the reasons for which you need to upgrade are also reducing. But being greedy human beings that we are, we always find a reason and find a way to justify it to ourselves why we need that shiny new expensive thing, even though we literally have no need for it. So the answer is pretty clear. You and I both need to stop, or at least cut down on our upgrade frequencies. And we need to hold ourselves back from these temptations that the new advertisements cause. Now, does that mean you should not buy nice things for yourself? Of course not. Money is meant for spending on things, and you should definitely buy great things for yourself. But upgrading year after year for a new phone or a better camera just because you want that marginally higher performance, it may not make sense for everyone. If that upgrade is a very insignificant part of your income and you earn high enough so that this new thing doesn't really matter that much, then go ahead, upgrade every year, maybe 6 months or whatever you want. But if you're someone like me who puts a lot of thought into the gadgets that they buy, and a smartphone or a PC or a laptop is a significant investment for you, then you better hold back. I think the best way to evaluate how valuable a new upgrade will be to your life would be to simply take a look at the thing that you already have right now, which you're looking to replace. If you're going to buy a new laptop, think about your old laptop. What's wrong with it? Is it something critical? Can it be fixed with some minimal repairs? Do your research. I know it's easier to just chuck it to the garbage bin and buy a new one, but it's not very economical. And of course, electronic waste is a growing concern everywhere. So you may have seen those videos where there's a huge pile of garbage from computers and other parts. So we need to be careful that we might be donating to that as well by upgrading more frequently. So as I undertake this new mentality, I thought I'll share this with you as well, so you may have a second look at what you might be purchasing in the future. So then how should you be upgrading your devices? Once every year, or maybe once every 2 years, once every 5 years? Well, it really depends on you, because it's your device. A smartphone is a highly personalized device, and the only person who can justify its use and its features is the person who is holding it right now. That's you. If you see a new smartphone and you feel like buying it, evaluate as to what those new features will be, and evaluate whether they'll actually have a positive impact on your life as compared to your old smartphone right now. Because buying something just for the sake of buying it, or just because it would be cool, may not be the right move all the time. Even if you can easily afford one, you still need to think whether this investment actually matters to you, because it's very easy to lose money on these things and then ultimately regret spending so much on something. Because I have a lot of stuff with me and I feel really bad for buying them for no reason, because I barely use any of them on a daily basis. So as of now, even though the Note 10 and the Note 10 Plus are pretty fantastic devices, and even though my Note 8, which was released back in 2017, is starting to show its age, I might upgrade soon, but I will hold back on a significant purchase like this one again, because it doesn't really add that much value to my life. The Note 8 is already a fantastic device, and I don't really have a good reason to upgrade it to a new one. So yeah, the short message that I wanted to deliver from this video is that make sure that your purchases are felt in your everyday activities. Like you feel that you have bought something and it is making a difference in your everyday life. Because like I said, smartphones are extremely personal devices and only you can pick the right one. We can just suggest. Okay then, that's been it. Just a quick video about some of my thoughts on purchasing new phones and spending money on useless things. Let me know what you think. Do you enjoy these kind of videos, non-technical stuff, or maybe do you want me to go back to reviewing products or whatever? I'm open to all suggestions. How often do you think you should upgrade your smartphone on an average basis? Leave your thoughts down there and I'll reply to them. If you want to check out some techie content, there's plenty of written content over at my blog, dopetechfever.com. I'll leave a link in the description for that. I am planning on releasing a set of different kind of videos, so if you'd like to see that in your subscription feed, then stick around. And with that, I'll see you with the next one. Cheers.